Great to be back in El Paso, and great to be back representing ESPN and the Gildan New Mexico Bowl, and saying to the El Paso community and to the UTEP Miners, congratulations on a tremendous season, and inviting you to be the Conference USA representative in the 2014 Gildan New Mexico Bowl.
Thank you.
It is, I said this, I remember when I was standing probably right here back, 4 years ago, it's what bowl games should be. It should be enthusiastic fans taking over a town, fired up about what their team has done, what their program is doing. And, you know, I hear the word bowl eligible a lot. This team is a heck of a lot more than bowl eligible. This team is bowl deserving. What this team has done, and watching the Miners, watching the program over the last bunch of years, watching what Sean has instilled in this team, watching this team take over Sean's personality, fight through the adversity that they fought through this year, become tough, and win a game at the end of the season like they won a game at the end of the season when it was on the line. That's what champions do. That's what winners do. And that's what the UTEP football program has become again. And Sean, congratulations on what you have created, and what are you know what, it's not created, it's not done, what you are creating here at this university. It's, you know, the synergy between our communities is well documented, somewhat neighbors, the geographical piece is obvious, the sports history between Albuquerque, and for that matter, all of New Mexico, and El Paso is a tremendous one. And when it started looking like we were leaning this way, when it was pointing towards the Miners coming back and being a part of the Gildan New Mexico Bowl, we were excited. Our board was excited. Our city was excited. And the Miners are fun. And just to watch a team with the grit like this, and you know, the exciting part is here's a program whose fans are fired up about football. I got in town last night. I went out and had some dinner. I did my radio show this morning, and everybody over there was talking about football. And you know, I hear, oh, it's a basketball town or a football town, whatever town it is. First of all, towns can be both. It doesn't have to be one or the other. And to hear Miner fans excited, to hear the phones ringing in our office, to hear the people talking Miner football, this was right. And we think we've got a heck of a matchup lined up. You know, the last couple of years, our game has been one of the best games in the bowl slate. I mean, the games themselves have been just tremendous, going down to the wire and highly rated, people watching around the country. And what that does, it's able to expose this program, the exposure that the program gets playing in a bowl game, the experience for the student athletes, and obviously the extra practices that you get. I'm going to tell you this, and I told Sean this earlier, and Bob, I hope you understand this as well. What we do, we want to make sure the student athlete has a great experience. These student athletes have worked their backsides off. They have earned a great bowl experience. What we've done, and we're going on 9 years now, and it's somewhat the Sun Bowl model. And I so admire what the Sun Bowl does, what the city of El Paso does to rally around that event. Hospitality driven, and we want to make sure that our events, our gifting, our experience makes sure that these student athletes walk away. You hear it said all the time about a once-in-a-lifetime experience, something that they will remember forever. And I know there's many players on this team that have never been to a bowl game, and obviously your seniors, you know, for them this is it. We want to make sure that this is something that's special for them. The game itself, we got Utah State on the other side, a 9-4 Utah State team that's playing really well. We think the matchup is just should make for a really, really exciting Gildan New Mexico Bowl. And we're looking forward, obviously, for a whole lot of Miners coming up the road. It only took me 3 hours and 10 minutes to get here. No, wait. For the record, that was 3 hours and 37 minutes. But it's a quick drive, and it's a good drive, and our town is ready to open up its doors and say, welcome UTEP, come on up and have a party at the Gildan New Mexico Bowl. So on behalf of our board, ESPN, who owns and operates the Gildan New Mexico Bowl, and everybody associated with the Gildan New Mexico Bowl, I am thrilled to be here. Everybody, congratulations on what's been a great season, and look forward to ending it up in Albuquerque. Thanks so much for having me here.
I'll talk a little bit about Utah State. Just having the opportunity, we found out yesterday who we were going to play and began watching film. They're an outstanding football team. As Nathan had mentioned, they're 9-4. They're 6-2 in the Mountain West Conference. Coach Wells has done an unbelievable job there. They've had many injuries on their team, and they're a team that's fought through adversity as well. They're playing with their backup quarterback, who's doing a great job for them as a freshman, a kid that can really make plays with his legs and arm. They've got 2 running backs that are equally skilled that average about close to 5 yards a carry. They have a very dynamic, explosive wideout that's also their punt returner. And I saw that he got injured in the Boise State game. I hope the young man can play in our game because he's a dynamic player to watch. He's second in their team in receiving, he's second in rushing, and he leads their team in punt returns, has 2 punt returns for touchdowns. So they've got some weapons on offense. And then defensively, this will be the best team that UTEP faces the entire year. As I look at their stats, it's really amazing. They've got 48 sacks as a defense, 107 tackles for loss. That's close to 10 a game. They have basically an All-American linebacker in Vigil. There's 2 brothers. They play a 3-4 scheme, and the 2 brothers play the inside linebacker positions, which I think is pretty cool. But this one guy is a Mountain West Defensive Player of the Year, number 53. He's got 145 tackles, 19.5 tackles for losses, and 9 sacks. And his brother is second on the team in tackles with 116 tackles, 16 for loss, and 7 sacks. So we've got our hands full with this defense. They're very physical up front, a very big defensive front, and then they've got a safety that's had 7 interceptions. Where they've made their living this year is they're plus 10 in turnover categories. So they've gotten 10 more turnovers than they've given up on offense, much like we have here at UTEP. So they're pretty much relying on the same formula. They're trying to play good defense. They're trying to be very balanced on offense, and they're a very physical team. So I would anticipate a physical battle, and I know both teams are going to come ready to play, and I know that it's going to be a great game.
I mean, just like Coach Cook said, his team really couldn't win any direction after last year. Winning 2 games, and then I know we got together in the summer as seniors and pretty much just said, we're going to stop losing, and that's what we did.
Any questions?
Nathan, what's your memories of the first and next game?
My memory is when we got up there, it was actually a sunny day, and then all of a sudden it got cold. And it was cold on that day, the day we played, but we had a lot of fun. We came together as a team, and with the other seniors that were there, it was a pretty good experience. Any more questions?
Talk about facing Utah State.
I really don't know too much about them right now. I haven't seen much film because we just found out who we're playing. I just know that they're 9-4 and they're pretty good. So.
Nathan, I'm 47 years old. Last time UTEP won a bowl game was 1967, the year I was born. So it hasn't happened in that long. Is that something that's a focus for you all?
Oh, definitely. One of our goals was to make it to a bowl game, and another one is to win it and stop the bleeding once again. So we're going to play really hard this game and try to get a win.
You realize what that would mean to a lot of people here?
It means a lot to our program. It's just the start of where UTEP is going to go.
Talk about Coach Cougars not only did this year, but what he's going to do for each other's program.
Oh, yeah. Coach Hughes is a great coach. He's leading UTEP in the right direction, and I feel like they're going to be a really great team in the next few years.